Hello viewers, don't play, you're welcome to Hedu Math Hub. In this video, we're going to be talking about the updated JAMB 2025 syllabus, okay, and the basic changes, okay. Now the first thing we want to talk about is the living organisms. That's the first thing you need to know in your JAMB 2025, okay, from the JAMB syllabus. In your living organisms, you're talking about the characteristic of living organisms, okay, talking about your Mr. Ninja D, talking about the cell structure and the functions of each cell component, talking about the function of vacuole, the function of mitochondria, the function of cytoplasm, and so on. Then you want to focus on the level of organizations: cell, tissue, organ, system, organism. These are the things you need to focus on. JAMB they're really going deep into this thing. Like this last year now, just this year, about 4 questions came out from this living organism. Now, out of 40 questions, they brought out 4 questions from living organisms. So that means you need to focus on this particular part very, very well. Next one is evolution among the living organisms. Okay, evolution among these guys. So you have Monera, Protista, fungi. You need to focus on this. You need to know the properties or the characteristic of mushroom, rhizopus, protozoans, and protophyta. You need to focus on these things. Then plantae, kingdom plantae. Talk about Talophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta. Focus on all these guys. Gymnosperms, Angiosperms. Focus on all these guys. Study them very well if you have a very good textbook. I'm going to show you guys the recommended textbook later at the end of this video. Then kingdom Animalia. Then you want to focus on coelentrates, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda. Under these guys, you need to focus on mosquito, cockroach, and all these other ones that I just highlighted here. Then multicellular organisms and Pisces, amphibia, reptilia, and so on. Then talk about the variety of organisms. You want to focus on the structural and functional behavior adaptation of organisms. What makes organisms adapted to their particular environment in which they live in. The next topic you want to focus on is nutrition. JAMB are really crazy about this particular topic. They just ask questions about the mode of nutrition: autotrophic, heterotrophic. Just this year in the JAMB mock, they asked 3 questions on nutrition. Can you imagine? 3 questions on nutrition. That's in the mock. Then the real exam, the real JAMB exam, I think they asked like 2 or 4, about 2 or 4, just within that range. So you want to focus more on this topic. Talk about the types of nutrition, plant nutrition, photosynthesis, mineral requirements. You want to focus on all these guys. Okay. Then the classes of food and the test for each food. Classes of food, you have fat and oil, proteins, and all those other ones like that. Then how to test for each of them. Maybe you're using billion test, you're using iodine test, the one like that's the one for starch, that turns starch to blue, black, and all those other ones. You need to know about the test for each of them. Then mammalian tooth, very, very important. What's the function of canine? What's the function of molar? Function of premolar, and all those other ones. Then mammalian alimentary canal, talking about the process of digestion. Okay, the stomach, the gastric juice, all those things like that. Nutrition process, the 5 or the 4 steps of nutrition process. You need to focus on that too. The next one is transport, which is circulatory system. So need for transport. Okay, materials for transportation, channels of transportation, mammalian circulatory system, talking about arteries, veins, and capillaries. Then plant vascular system, that's the phloem and the xylem. Focus on that too. Next one is respiration. Focus on respiration. You have a good textbook to show you how to the basics that you need to know under respiration. Okay, talking about mammalian respiration, how plants respire, and so on. The next one is excretion. The next one is excretion. So type of excretory structures. So you have the contractile vacuole, flame cell, nephridium, kidney, and so on like that. You want to talk about them. The mechanism which they excrete. Then you want to focus on that too. Excretory product of plants. Focus on that too. Support and movement, talking about the skeletal system. So you want to talk about the tropic, tactic, nastic, and sleep movement in plants. Then supporting tissues in animals, exoskeleton, endoskeleton, these are the type of skeletons. Then function of skeleton in animals. What's the function of skeleton? Focus on that. Next one is reproduction. JAMB really love this topic. They are crazy about it. This year and last year, they asked 4 questions on reproduction. That was this year's JAMB mock biology. They asked 4 questions on reproduction. Then in the real exam, they asked they asked 4 questions too when I was doing the analysis. So focus on that too. This topic is crazy. JAMB really love it. Asexual reproduction. Okay, fission in paramecium, budding in as in yeast, natural vegetative propagation, sexual propagation in flowering plants. These are the things that you need to know under reproduction. If you can go through all these things, trust me, you will not miss any question and go through the pack very well. Flora plants and their functions and so on. Reproduction in mammals, very, very important. Fertilization process, embryo, zygote, fission, mitosis, all those things. Next one is growth. What's the meaning of growth and germination of seeds and conditions necessary for germination of seeds? You need to focus on that too. And under that, you need to know the differentiate between epigeal and hypogeal germination. You can give a diagram and ask, this is epigeal, this is hypogeal, and knowledge for conditions necessary for germination in plants. Focus on that too. Then coordination and control, very, very important. Now, the components for coordination and control, this is talking about the central nervous system. The components for coordination and control, focus on that, central nervous system, components and functions of peripheral nervous system, which is the PNS, the mechanism of transmission of impulses, talk about reflex actions, focus on that too. Then sense organs, okay, there are 5 sense organs, so talking about this one, skin, nose, tongue, eye, and ear, focus on that. The nerves that are involved in sending signals from those particular parts to the brain. The next one is hormonal control or osmoregulation, talking about animal hormonal system, talking about the pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, pancreas, gonads, and so on. You also need to know about plant hormones. Then homeostasis, okay, talking about body temperature regulation, diffusion, active transport, and so on like that. Then ecology, also a very crazy topic. JamB will love this topic a lot. So focus on ecology a lot too. So talk about the ecological factors like abiotic and biotic. Abiotic being the non-living factors that affect the relationship between animals and the environment. And talk about the biotic factors, those are the living factors or living conditions. So for the abiotic factors, you want to deduce the effect of temperature. Abiotic just means non-living. So talk about the rainfall, relative humidity, wind speed, direction, how to measure them, which instrument is used to measure each of them. You need to focus on that. You can see here appropriate instruments to measure each of them. Talk about circuit disc, thermometer, rain gauge, how to measure salinity, and others like that. Then describe how the activities of plants and animals affect the distribution of organisms. Also focus on that. Then symbiotic interaction of plant and animals. This is also under ecology. Talk about energy flow in the ecosystem, food chains, food web, trophic levels, and so on. Then talk about nutrient cycling in nature, carbon cycle, water cycle, and nitrogen cycle. Okay, you need to know about that. The syllabus has been expanded a bit. So natural habitats, aquatic, terrestrial, arboreal, and others like that. Focus on that too. Then local biomes. The focus is Nigeria, not any other country. The focus is Nigeria, so you don't need to stress yourself talking about biomes in Ghana or Guinea. Focus on what is going on here in Nigeria. So tropical rainforest, Sudan savanna, deserts, islands, and others like that. Budukati ranch, all those things. Focus on that. The ecology of population density and overcrowding, the necessary formulas to use, adaptation for survival, factors that bring about competition, and basically inter and intra-specific competition just between animals. Factors affecting population sizes, biotic factors and abiotic factors. Then ecological succession and primary and secondary succession. Then talk about soil, types of soil, soil structure, porosity, components of soil, soil structure, inorganic, organic, soil organisms, and soil water, soil air, and all that like that. Then you also talk about soil itself. The first one was about soil structure. Then soil fertility. Okay, loss of soil fertility. What causes loss of soil fertility and how to renew it? Humans and environment. Talk about diseases and common endemic diseases. Okay, polio, cholera, tuberculosis. These are diseases to focus on. For the sexually transmitted diseases, then for the sexually transmitted diseases, you need to focus on gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. Then population and its control. How can population be controlled? Sources, types, effects, and methods of controlling population. Focus on that. Sanitation and sewage. Game reserves and national parks. Then the craziest topic for JamB is hereditary and variations. Man, this topic is crazy. They always ask a lot of questions on hereditary and variations. So you need to focus on this topic a lot. And the way these questions come out under hereditary, they always follow each other like that in the JamB pack. Check it very well. You see what I'm saying. Then variation of population, morphological variation, size, skin, fingerprints, and so on. Physiological variations, ability to roll tongue, ability to taste, phenylcarbamide, blood groups, and so on like that. Application of discontinuous variation in crime detection and all those things. So focus on all these ones. Hereditary now. how genes move from parents to offspring, chromosome structure, process of transmission of hereditary characters from parent to offspring, probability in genetics and sex determination, talking about X and Y chromosomes. Then sex-linked characteristics like badness, hemophilia, color blindness. Then application of hereditary in medicine and agriculture. Then evolution. We're going to talk about Lamarck's theory, Darwin's theory, and organic theory. Then evidence of evolution. So the evidence of evolution, you need to check provide evidences for evolution such as fossil records, paleontology, embryology, and so on like that. Then you also need to focus on these other ones too. So these are the recommended textbooks that you need for JAMB 2025 biology. So Odufa, essential biology. You also have senior secondary school biology, that's Longman, biology for senior secondary schools, Ramalinga, then Stan biology. But let me just tell you something, because the correct textbook is not here, the one you are using is not here, does not mean that you should not use it. You can also use Lambda biology, also very, very good. Okay, even new school too is very, very good. Just because it's not among these guys here, does not mean that you should not use it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have gained one or two things concerning the breakdown of the JAMB 2025 syllabus. Okay, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe. It goes a long way and it means a lot to me. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed. Peace.